everybody watching, probably just our parents. I'm Jordan Reed.
I'm Lindsay Reed.
And this is Spell Bonding, where we have people tell us probably way too scary stories, almost. So I hope you're wearing a diaper. And with us today is our friend Calvin. Hi, Calvin.
Hi, Calvin.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're fine. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So, Calvin, Lindsay and I just downloaded the browser that you need to get onto the dark web. And we've been using the dark web a lot. And there is 30,000, 40,000 pages, all dedicated to how do you pronounce your last name. So can you finally can you just give us, can you let us know?
Yeah, it's Nemeckay.
That's what we thought. That's what
we
thought.
Calvin Nemeckay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because most pages on the dark web have gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of trending on the dark web.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, I am the dark web mob boss, so that makes sense.
Oh, are you really?
Oh.
Yeah. Actually,
are you allowed to tell people that, or?
Hey,
not really. I mean, there's probably a lot of hits out on me, like as we speak. So
that's fine.
We'll cut it out, maybe.
Yeah, this will all be cut out. We'll just start here.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Spell Bonding. That's Calvin. That's Lindsay. I'm Jordan. So, Calvin, just so I got to put the hat away because I took it off because we're recording another one. So people can get a little bit of reference. You called our hotline that we have for our podcast a while ago talking about how your house is very haunted. Is that correct?
I wouldn't say very haunted. I would say like medium haunted.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
like get a medium in there because it's a little bit haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what sort of things would happen for a mild haunting?
Like nothing ever is so like nothing ever is really changed. Like I don't see cabinets like opening and shutting or anything. I just kind of see like some shadows in the corner of my eye just walking by. The other night I was up way too late in the middle of the night and maybe I was seeing things, but I did see like somebody, I thought I saw like a spirit go like directly in front of me. But I was like looking at my phone too, and I was like, "Did I just see that? Is that?" It was one of those like, "Am I crazy?"
I think everyone's always like a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in good company.
Yeah.
Well, Calvin, we are eager to hear what story or stories you're going to tell us today.
All right. I have less of a ghost story and more of a true crime story, but it's also a little spooky.
Okay, we're ready for it.
Cool. So let me set the scene. It's wintertime. I'm in my senior year of high school in this little New Jersey town. And there is this gym that used to be in my town. They knocked it down. It was called the World Gym, and it had a huge like warehouse attached to the back of it, like a huge factory. Like it covered at least like a mile. Like it was
easy.
Yeah, it was so the factory back there was like mostly abandoned, and it was like right next to the train tracks in town, and there was this little alleyway between the train tracks and the factory that like we were like, you know, we were just being kids in high school. We would like go exploring and stuff. But there was this one time that we went down this alleyway, and it was so strange because it's not like an alley there, like there's train tracks next to it, so there's like trees and shrubs and stuff. And so
it's kind of like a medium alley.
Yeah, if I had to describe it, I would say it was a medium alley.
So then would so if we're going mild, medium, and then hot, so a mild alley I would think would be very, very large.
Kind of very wide. Like you couldn't call it a field, but like it yeah.
It's an outlet mall.
Yeah, it's like an outlet mall.
An outlet mall.
Yeah.
Mild hallway.
That's pretty, yeah, there we go. So then a medium alley is what you're describing. Maybe there's some trees, it's getting narrower.
Yeah.
Then like a hot or a spicy alley is a definitive, there's bricks, there's trash cans, there's feral dogs and cats.
And you meet my friend Spicy Alley.
Spicy Alley.
Yeah.
Isn't that Kirstie? That's Kirstie Alley's cousin, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Spicy Alley.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone has the username Spicy Alley, let us know. Or if you don't have it, we're going to get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you're in the medium alley.
Yeah, me and two of my buddies are just walking down the way here, and there's there's these little, I guess, like crawl spaces underneath the abandoned factory part where there's like a bunch of crumbled rocks in it and stuff. We did not go into these because it looked very dangerous, but we like got our phone flashlights out, and there's just like a lot of weird junk, like not like garbage, but just like weird stuff to like leave around. Like I think one of them had like you know how you don't see barrels anywhere? There was a barrel in one of them.
Like a wooden barrel?
Yeah.
I guess
like it makes sense for it to be in a factory, but I was like, that's so weird. Like I remember I pointed out, I was like, you don't see barrels anywhere anymore.
You really don't.
Unless you're shopping on Etsy and it's turned into like a cute table.
Yeah, or like Trader Joe's, but like
the only place you're gonna see barrels are in a creepy building in an alley, Etsy, or a distillery.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's really
no need.
There's no need for a barrel. No.
Mm-hmm. So we're exploring these little crawl spaces a little bit, and there's like snow on the ground. It's like cold out and stuff, and like we keep walking back. And the first like really weird thing we came across was like a very nice tent that you would see at like if somebody had like a tent set up at a street fair. It was that kind of tent, and underneath the tent were like 6 or 7 car seats, like seats ripped out of cars, stacked on top of each other underneath this tent. And I'm not, I to this day, I have no idea why they were there, what that was about, but it definitely gave me a weird vibe. I was like, okay, someone's collecting car seats here. I'm not sure what that's about.
When you said the tent, at first I was like, oh, farmer's market. But then when you said car seats, I was, cereal market.
Yeah. So and like it should be mentioned, there's like it was probably like a homeless person's tent or something like that. Like there were signs that people had set up back there. But the next weird thing we saw was there was a door at the back of this facility that was, it looked like it was like there was no way of opening it from the outside, but you could definitely tell that you could open it from the inside. And there was a sign on this door that said filming or like this area is being surveyed by cameras. And we were like, okay, that's interesting. Super loud rave music happening inside the building, heard through the door. Yeah, like car seats, rave music, surveillance cameras. I was like, okay, this is getting a little strange.
Calvin, I would have been out of there so fast.
We were dumb. We were in high school.
Oh my gosh!
But
I would have been worried about like maybe getting tetanus. Maybe if I was wearing the appropriate footwear, but like seeing the like smile you're on camera and then hearing the rave stuff, I would have been out of there in a second.
Yeah, at that point I was like, I don't think maybe we should be here, but my buddies were like, come on, like nothing's gonna happen. And here's the icing on the cake of the trio
Calvin,
of
really quick, whenever you're in a group, and this is for everybody, and someone says nothing's going to happen, that means that something's going to happen. That means something will happen.
Looking back on it, like this feels like the part, like the beginning of a thriller movie. Like, like I escaped with like by the thread of my hair, you know, by the skin of my teeth. Those are weird expressions.
They make no sense.
Yeah. But the icing on the cake, the third weird thing that we noticed back there was this square on the ground of just like freshly moved dirt with police tape up around it. And like once we noticed this was like way farther back. Once we noticed this, we were like, okay, the police tape is up here. Something has obviously happened. So we turned around and left at that point. And when we were within earshot of the rave music again, as we were walking by the door, it turned off and we could hear people moving towards the door. And then we ran and then we exited the mild alley. Best decision you made that day.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. We went to go be delinquents somewhere else. We climbed a water tower that day. It was nothing.
I feel like someone in the group, or I'm just gonna say you had a book. It said what to do if you want to be a teenager. You're like, we found the murder stuff. Climb a water tower, I guess. That's next on the list.
Yeah. We climbed. Yeah, we did climb a water tower, but that has nothing to do with the story. So yeah, we got the heck out of there at that point, and the other two guys I was with, I guess, thought nothing else of it and just like went back to their lives after that. But I was a little curious, so like the next day I like just went online and I saw about I just looked up like cases where the police were called in my town the day before, and there was an incident on and it said it occurred on like East 4th Street or something, which is a street that doesn't exist in my town. So I'm assuming that they just meant it to mean the alleyway. And as it turns out, somehow we stumbled upon a scene where a murder had happened like hours earlier.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And
like
that's
everyone
really
had left at that point, but like we just happened to be there at the same time. And I told the guys, I was like, hey, we were at a murder scene yesterday. And they were like, oh yeah, that checks out. That makes sense. I'm like, why are you not like more upset by this? Like
oh, cool.
Like, yeah, they were like, yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
What on earth?
Like, were the cops having a rave party? They're like, hold on.
We solved a murder. And they were dancing about it?
We found a murder.
We found a murder.
Yeah, it was super, like, I don't want to think about what the pile of dirt was at that point, you know? No. But it was so strange. Like, it very well could have been cops in the warehouse area, but I don't see why, like, it seemed like everything happened outside. I don't know why they'd need to investigate inside, I guess, but the whole thing just never sat right with me. It always felt a little off, like something else was going on.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I think that at least your logic back then was very sound, because nothing about finding being in a medium alley, okay, whatever. And then you find all this stuff and you're like, you know what? Here's a hot take, group of friends. I think where we are is bad.
Yeah. I think that's not even I think that is the take that any sane person should have at that point.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's
a mild take.
That's a mild take. That's not a spicy take. A medium take would be, I think maybe we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then a spicy take would be like, you guys want to like all just kind of like live here together and like.
Yeah. Do you want to take a car seat home?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that is like a parting gift after the rave.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would make total sense. Yeah.
That would be fine. It would be
right around the murder scene. Just plop up a car seat, take it home.
Or you know what? That's probably for the rave. You know, like they set up the seats inside so that when you get a little tired from like spinning your glow sticks and everything, you can just go to the chill out area and sit in the car seat and put your drink in the cup holder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think car seats are great, but why don't we use them more out of cars? Because they are fairly comfortable, but it's just like, it just seems so weird that they're specifically designed to only be in a car. I say, let's get more car seats out.
Yeah.
Can I say something? That's so brave of you to say.
Wow, thanks, Calvin. Yeah, and I think that's my brave take. Not really spicy or me. Yeah, it's kind of a medium but brave take.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Brave Spicy Alley is my new username on Twitter.
Yeah, good. You better grab it soon. and then only I think it would probably work the best if it was on Twitter, and then you could only tweet about like this, like, here's my spicy take that's kind of brave but kind of mundane. I think Fritos are better with stuff on them.
That is a brave spicy take.
Take that.
Especially if you're getting spicy salsa on the.
Oh, that's right.
That's a lot of spice.
That is way too much spice. Yeah. And just really quick, Fritos are very good on their own.
Absolutely.
I hope I didn't offend too many people, but I do like Fritos straight up.
Pretty good.
Well, Calvin, thank you very much for sharing your harrowing tale and real murder that happened.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It certainly was a real murder that happened.
Do you think that's what cops say after they close a case? They're like, well, certainly was a real murder, huh? This certainly was a
yeah.
Or they call Calvin and they're like, say it.
Hey, was this a real one? I'm like, yeah, unfortunately.
It was real. Did you find a body and then you found the person who did it, right?
Mhm.
We sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
classic case of a real murder.
Yeah, it sounds cold cut to me, you know? That's not the expression.
No, it's fine. That sounds like thinly cut ham to me.
Yeah.
Calvin, do you have any cool catchphrases you want to try out to like sign off, or are you like working on like a cool like hang loose or anything at all?
Remember, kids, eat your ravioli.
That's pretty good. Yeah, thank you, Calvin.
You're welcome.
Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Calvin, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know it. And we'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye, Calvin.
Bye.
Bye.